G'day and welcome to Unico Desde 979. Today I am reviewing something you won't find in any store anywhere. You can find it online if you know the right people. Those two people are Wal Baranow and Spiro Ellel from Melbourne, Australia. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Artisan Handcrafted Robusto. Now the Artisan Handcrafted series is a project between Wal and Spiro, and basically they've sourced leaf, they've sourced rollers, they've sourced customers. They've sourced lots of customers actually, if you ask Spiro and Wal, because they're moving quite a bit of their artisan handcrafted cigars from Melbourne. But basically what this is a small batch cigar. The cigar is that I'm reviewing today was rolled, I'm guessing, on the 1st of March 2016, so it is quite fresh. I had two to review, I had the first one probably about 2 weeks ago. Thoroughly impressed, but today I'm doing the video review. I'll share some of my insight from that first review, mix it in with what I'm going to be smoking today. But this is what it looks like. Classic Robusto, closed foot, bit of leaf over there, nice burn to begin with. And this is the packaging. It comes in very simple, but it does give the batch number, okay, the date it was rolled on, and it's known as the Robusto. So they've got quite a few other sizes available, different roll dates, etc. And they usually getting in quantities of 30 to 50 sticks at a time from different batches. So very low production, extremely boutique, I should say, work on my diction. But anyway, let's get started. That's enough from me. Great cigar when I first had it a couple of weeks ago. Lots of creamy spice, dry peppercorn, leather notes at the start. But anyway, let's cut this and see how it goes. Fantastic lighter. Okay, we're off and running. I'll touch base back on this again. Just a little bit of information about Wal and Spiro. Wal Baranow, for those of you that don't know the name, is a legend in the Australian cigar industry. For over 20 years, a retailer based in Melbourne, easily more than that. His grandfather, or his old man, was working as a tobacconist retailer. Wal took over the business, and then his son Ben operated the business, and has actually since morphed into a whiskey retailer and lounge. But Wal Baranow had Baranow's Lounge down in Melbourne. If you've ever been down to Melbourne, you're a cigar lover. Only recently closed, unfortunately. Wal is entered retirement, but obviously can't get cigars out of his blood, and obviously spends a lot of time now between Cuba and Australia, and obviously that time over in Cuba is helping to establish this the Artisan Handcrafted brand. Spiro, meanwhile, cigar lover for many years, and he's teamed up with Wal to deliver this Artisan Handcrafted cigar. Draws perfect. Just got heavy white pepper in the back of the palate. Really intense. Woke me up a little bit. You could see it when I had that puff. Then it hit me by surprise. I noticed that in the first review that I had as well. Drawing perfectly so far. It looks great, but it doesn't hold that much juice. Plenty of smoke, as you can tell. But anyway, now Spiro's mentioned to me that these have been blended for aging. That being said, I would agree based on the first one that I had. But that being said, he's produced a fantastic cigar, and a lot of the people that are getting into them now are actually smoking them straight away. They can't wait to enjoy them. So burning so far fantastically, but Spiro and Wal are pretty keen on putting these down for a few years and seeing how they age. The blend they've come up with, as with all the blends for their different cigars, focusing more on aging potential rather than fresh smokes. But again, going well so far. You know you've made it when you've got your logo on a mug, boys and girls. Welcome back, guys. Coming into the end of that first third, into the middle third, and basically the dry, intense pepper notes that were there at the beginning have mellowed somewhat, coming into a much more creamy, leathery flavour profile. Very enjoyable so far, and just basically pretty much a mirror image of what I encountered in the first cigar that I had. So Spiro and Wall have done a great job thus far on this cigar. But basically what I thought I might do now is run through some of the notes that I took when I had the first one, using Cigar Journal's blind review sheet. Obviously it's not a blind review. It is I know what it is. It's an Artisan handcrafted Robusto rolled on the 1st of March. And I've got to say, for a very young cigar, it is smoking very, very well. But as I mentioned before, they are intent on getting into aging. And of course, as you can hear in the background, the neighbours decided to get the whippersnipper out. Can't control these things, I'm afraid, but we'll persevere. Cheers. Desde 1979, we're into the final third now. It's transitioned really well, moved from that intense white pepper notes at the start through into a leathery aroma, and then now providing plenty of cinnamon and a creamy texture, and a really rich earthiness as well, which is really pleasant. And it transitioned well. Construction's fantastic, excellent burn, draws perfectly. Wall and Spiro have done a fantastic job. Well done. Get your hands on some if you can. Artisan handcrafted, and obviously for a very young cigar, very enjoyable. But as I said before, it'd be great to see what they look like in a couple of years' time. So get your hands on some and enjoy.